In the N.W.T, there are set bargaining units and unions for unionized territorial government workers: the Northwest Territories Teachers Association and the Union of Northern Workers, which represents people across sectors in the territorial government, from mining to healthcare workers. Currently, there's nothing in the Public Service Act that allows for new unions to be created. Now, the government plans to change that. This follows calls from nurses in the territory looking for a collective agreement that's just for them. A professor of employment relations says if a sector is calling for it, the need is obviously there.
The union should ask itself, why does this group of workers feel the need to have their own representation? Answer, they didn't feel represented. And if there's anything that we value about our union movement in Canada, is that it's independent and democratic.
Right now, it can be very difficult to work into an agreement when
Yellowknife North MLA Shauna Morgan introduced a private member's bill last May that focused on N.W.T nurses and their ability to form their own union. She says she supports the government's initiatives.
It's been a real challenge to recruit and retain nurses without the flexibility of being able to design a collective agreement that is specifically targeted to having the kinds of competitive wages and conditions that might be present in collective agreements elsewhere in the country.
A nurse in Yellowknife told CBC News that she hasn't felt supported by her union. CBC agreed to not name the nurse because of fears her job may be affected by speaking out. She said that a lack of communication from the Union of Northern Workers made her feel uninvolved in the bargaining process, and feels their own collective agreement would fit the needs of nurses better. Morgan says there needs to be a bit of urgency to get the bills passed through. The government will look at introducing and reviewing amendments in fall 2026. The current assembly ends in fall of 2027. Jocelyn Shepel, CBC News, Yellowknife.